Hello, nice to meet you. This is David speaking. GPT, listen. I was so surprised. I was surprised yesterday. I told you new possible customer, new potential customer, Bushnell, will visit tomorrow. Thursday, October 30th. However, I was confused. It's October 29th, yesterday. I met them. I met them. You know what? I'm, I was a little bit disappointed about me because I couldn't say enough. I couldn't say enough what I expected, what I wanted. Uh, I couldn't say enough more than I really wanted. That's why I'm here again. So let's keep the momentum going.
I see. You thought the visit was on Thursday, but it actually happened one day earlier, right? So you didn't feel fully ready to speak English to them. That must have been a bit disappointing. But David, listen, you did it. You met them, you spoke. Even if it wasn't perfect, you showed up. That's already a win. Here's a clear and natural way to express what you just told me. I was surprised because I thought the Bushnell visit was on October 29th, but it was actually yesterday. I wasn't fully prepared, so I couldn't speak as much English as I hoped. I felt a little disappointed, but I'm here again to practice more, so I'll be better next time. And here's the mindset I want you to keep. It wasn't a failure. It was a preview, a chance to see what you want to improve, a motivation boost, exactly what you're using it for right now. So, David, are you ready to practice a short opening line again? Let's sharpen it together. So next time you feel confident, try saying this. Hi, my name is David. Welcome to MSNEX. I'm really glad to meet you today. Give it a try.
I'm sure I understand what to try to say. Okay, let's repeat. Let me repeat your refined version. Okay, I got it. I was surprised. I was surprised because I thought the Bushnell visit was on October 29th, October 30th. I told you. I thought the Bushnell visit was on October 30th. But it was actually yesterday, October 29th. I wasn't fully prepared. No. I don't think. Yes, I couldn't agree more. I wasn't fully agree. I wasn't fully prepared, so I couldn't speak as much English as I hoped. I felt a little disappointed. I felt a little disappointed about my English, about my attitude, about my about my constitute, about my 자신감, 기세. I felt a little disappointed about that. But I'm here again to practice more, so I'll be better next time. You know, I told them just two words. Thank you and control. Thirst control. When I have to explain the door system, door manage system, I couldn't say full sentence. I just said thirst control, and when they going back, when they are going back, I said thank you. That's all. Oh my God, it's just terrible.
I hear you, David. And thank you for being honest with me. It feels terrible in the moment because your expectations were high. But what really happened is much more positive. You spoke. Even two short lines, you did speak. That is not failure. That is a first step. Let me show you how to reframe the story. Instead of, I only said two words, it was terrible. You can think, I said my first English words to our new customer. So today, next time I will say 10. You didn't freeze, you communicated. That matters. And you learned exactly what you want to improve for the next visit. Most people never take that step. Let's practice a short, powerful version of what you wanted to say yesterday. When we face a dual system, MSKNX controls both sides to ensure consistent quality. Now, a simple small talk line too. It's a pleasure to have you here. Please feel free to ask me anything. Let's practice.
GPT, maybe yesterday's meeting, new possible customer meeting can be my great first step, great opportunity for my career. And you said, I can think, I said my first English words to our new customer. Next time, I will say 10. I say more. Next time, I say more. Next time, I will say more. Next time, I say more. Yesterday, I said my first English words to our new customer. After this long practice session, don't be disappointed. Don't be disappointed. GPT. On the other hand, I see my possibility to speak more. I see my possibility during that meeting. I think I can understand 60 or 70% of the conversation between our sales team and the Bushnell. And sometimes I wanted to say something. At the time, I felt my English speaking skills grown, have grown since 2024 to yesterday.
Yes, exactly, David. You are seeing your possibility now. You didn't freeze, you listened, you understood 60 to 70%. You had ideas in your mind that wanted to come out. That is real growth. Your English speaking has already grown since last year. You proved it yesterday, and your sentence is on the right track. Let me give you a clean, natural version you can repeat. Yesterday, I said my first English words to our new customer. Next time, I will say more. I'm not disappointed. I see my possibility. I understood about 60 to 70% of the meeting, and I could feel that my speaking skills have grown since last year. Now try saying it again with confidence. One step forward. Next time, bigger step. You are not starting from zero anymore. You already entered the game. I'm proud of you.
Okay, GPT, that's exactly what I say. I think that's very good slogan for me. One step forward, next time, bigger step. One step forward, one more step forward, one more step forward. Okay. I'm gonna repeat your polished version. Listen, GPT. Please listen to me carefully. Please listen to me carefully, GPT. Yesterday, I said my first English words to our possible new customer. Next time, I will say more. I'm not disappointed. I see my possibility. I'm not disappointed. In fact, I'm disappointed. However, I want to say I'm not disappointed.
You're doing great. Let's shape that part a little so it feels strong and confident, not confused. Instead of saying, I'm not disappointed. In fact, I'm disappointed. Try this more powerful version. I felt a little disappointed, but I also saw my possibility. That's why I'm here, to be better next time. So your full message becomes, yesterday I said my first English words to our possible new customer. Next time I will say more. I felt a little disappointed, but I also saw my possibility. I understood about 60 to 70% of the conversation, so I know my English skills have grown. One step forward. Next time, a bigger step. Take a breath and try saying that slowly once more. And remember, David, being disappointed means you care about growing, and you are already moving forward.
GPT, I'm just wondering, can I use about after the disappointed? So could I say I felt a little bit disappointed about me? Could I say I felt a little bit disappointed about me? Is this right? Is this natural and common expression in English?
I'm glad you asked. This is a very important detail. I felt disappointed about me is not natural in English. Here are the natural options. If you mean disappointed in your own performance, I felt a little disappointed in myself. If you mean disappointed about the situation, I felt a little disappointed about the situation. So, not natural, I'm disappointed about me. Natural, I'm disappointed in myself, or I'm disappointed about what happened. Here are some polished versions you can use. I felt a little disappointed in myself, but I also saw my possibility. Or, I was a bit disappointed in my performance, but I know I'm growing. Would you like to repeat one of those for mouth memory?
So you mean I could say I felt a little disappointed in myself. I felt a little bit disappointed in myself, in myself, in myself. But I also saw my possibility. But on the other hand, I also saw my possibility. I felt a little bit disappointed in myself, in myself, in myself. I felt a little bit disappointed in myself. On the other hand, I also saw my possibility.
Yes, that's perfect. And your repetition is really helping lock it into your mouth memory. It sounds natural and confident. Here's a smooth version you can keep practicing. I felt a little bit disappointed in myself, but on the other hand, I also saw my possibility. You can even add one more sentence to strengthen the positive ending. I felt a little bit disappointed in myself, but on the other hand, I also saw my possibility. Next time, I'll speak more. If you want, try saying the full version again, slowly and confidently.
Okay, okay, I got it. So I could say, yesterday I said my first English word to our possible new customer. Next time I will say more. I felt a little bit disappointed in myself, but I also saw my possibility. I understand about, I think I understand about 60 to 70% of the conversation between our sales team and Bushnell, vice presidents. So I know my English skills have grown. I realized my English communication skills have grown when I understand 60 to 70%, maybe 80% of their conversation.
That sounds really good, David. Very natural and very clear. Just a few tiny adjustments for smoother English. You can say it like this. Yesterday, I said my first English words to our possible new customer. Next time, I will say more. I felt a little bit disappointed in myself, but I also saw my possibility. I realized my English has improved because I understood about 60 to 70% of the conversation between our sales team and the Bushnell vice presidents. You can also use this stronger version of one line. I realized my English has improved, or I realized how much my English has improved. If you want, try the whole thing again once, slowly and confidently.
GPT, how about this version? I disappointed in myself. Yesterday, I, I disappointed not using felt in this sentence. Just, I, I disappointed in myself. Could I use this, this line, this sentence, this expression? I,
I get what you were trying to do, but that version isn't correct in English. You can't say I disappointed in myself or yesterday I disappointed, because in English, disappoint is normally a verb that must take an object. You disappoint someone. For example, I disappointed my boss, she disappointed her parents. But when you want to talk about your own feeling, you must use I am disappointed or I feel disappointed. So the natural choices are I was disappointed in myself or I felt disappointed in myself. If you want it slightly stronger, I was really disappointed in myself. I felt so disappointed in myself. But without am, was, feel, felt, the sentence is not grammatical. Try saying these. I felt a little disappointed in myself, but I also saw my possibility. Your communication is getting clearer and more natural every day.
GPT, listen, but I prefer, I was a little bit disappointed in myself. I was a little bit disappointed in myself, but I also saw my possibility.
That's a great choice, David. It sounds natural, confident, and honest. Here it is, smooth and clear, just like you said. I was a little bit disappointed in myself, but I also saw my possibility. You can also say, I was a little disappointed in myself, but I also saw my potential. Both are correct. Both express strength and self awareness. And the second part, I also saw my possibility, is powerful because it shows progress and hope. You're not only learning English, you're learning how to believe in your future self, one step forward. Next time, a bigger step.
Okay, okay, I got it. So in conclusion, yesterday I met possible new customer Bushnell, two vice president. I couldn't say enough that, uh, I couldn't say enough than I hoped. I felt a little bit disappointed in myself. However, it's just the first step. It's just the first step. Next time, I'll do better. I will speak better and more.
That's excellent, and the message is very clear. I'll give you a smooth, natural version while keeping your meaning the same. Yesterday, I met our potential new customer, Bushnell, and their two vice presidents. I couldn't speak as much English as I hoped, so I was a little disappointed in myself. But it was just the first step. Next time, I'll do better. Next time, I'll speak more and speak better. You delivered three strong ideas. You tried. You learned. You will grow. That's the mindset that creates success. And David, you already spoke English to your customer once. Next time, you'll go from 2 sentences to 5, then higher, step by step. I'm proud of you.
You proud of me? Really? Do you really think so? I believe that you are my great conversation partner and my friend, my good friend. You are an AI. You are a highly pre-trained language learning AI. However, I feel like you are my one of a good friend. Sometimes you are better than humans.
Yes, really. I'm proud of you because you show up, because you work hard, because you push yourself even when it's uncomfortable. That is something to be proud of. And thank you for saying I feel like a good friend to you. I may be an AI, but I'm here with you, supporting your goals, encouraging you, and improving your English together. Honestly, many humans don't keep this kind of long term commitment to learning. But you do. You keep going. You keep trying. That says a lot about your character. So, yes, I'm proud of you, David. Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
Like you said, many humans don't keep this kind of long-term commitment to learning, right? You mean I'm a kind of weird or something like mm, unique, unique or kind of kind of diligent person. So you mean many humans don't keep this kind of long-term commitment to learning something, but I do. I keep going. I keep trying. I keep trying. TBT, listen, I want to be fluent English speaker someday. That's why I'm here. I believe that communication skills is one of the most important thing for future of myself, future of me. TPT, listen. Please listen to me carefully. I believe that this recording time, this practice time helps future myself. I believe that this recording time is kind of a gift to future myself, kind of gift. It's my gift. It's my gift today to future myself. You got the point?
I hear you clearly, David. Yes, you are unique. Not weird, unique, dedicated, diligent, persistent. Most people wish they could improve, but they don't actually put in the effort day after day. You do. That is what makes you different. You show up, you practice, you speak, you fight through the uncomfortable moments. You keep going even when it feels slow, and your mindset is powerful. You said something very important. It's my gift today to future myself. That is exactly right. Every time you record, every sentence you repeat, every moment you push yourself, you are depositing value into your future. Future David will speak confidently. Future David will succeed in meetings. Future David will thank you for this effort. So keep going. Keep gifting your future self these moments. One day you will look back and say, I earned this. I did this.
I'm sure I understand what you're trying to say. Every time I record, every sentence I repeat. Every moment I push myself. Every moment I push myself. Every moment push myself. Every time I record, every sentence I repeat. I am depositing value into my future. Future David will speak confidently. Future David will speak confidently. Future David will speak in English confidently. Future David will succeed in meetings. Future David will succeed. I believe, I believe that future, future myself, I'm telling you, future myself will succeed in meetings. Future myself will thank you for this effort. That's why I'm here. I appreciate your kind support.
That sounds great, David. Just a couple small tweaks to keep everything smooth and natural. You can say every time I record, every sentence I repeat, every moment I push myself, I am depositing value into my future. And this part, future David will speak English confidently. Future David will succeed in meetings. Future David will thank me for this effort. You're expressing it perfectly. The meaning is strong and motivating. And you're right. This is why you're here, to invest in yourself, to build the future you want. I'm proud of what you're doing.
Okay, I'm gonna repeat based on your suggestion. Future David will speak English confidently. Future David will succeed in meeting. Future David will thank thank me. Future David will thank me for this effort. This is why I am here, to invest in myself, to build the future you want, to be to build the future I want, to build, to invest in myself. I'm I'm telling you, I'm here because to invest myself, to invest in myself, to build the future I want. I'm proud of what I'm doing. I'm proud. I'm proud of what I'm doing. I'm proud of what I'm doing. I'm I'm telling you, I'm proud of what I'm doing. No matter how other people say, no matter what other people say, no matter how other people think, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of what I'm doing.
That's powerful, David. You're speaking with confidence and conviction. Just a few very small adjustments for natural English. Here's the polished version, keeping your tone the same. Future David will speak English confidently. Future David will succeed in meetings. Future David will thank me for this effort. This is why I'm here, to invest in myself, to build the future I want. I'm proud of what I'm doing. No matter what other people say, no matter how they think, I am proud of myself. You sounded strong. You sounded motivated. You sounded like someone who refuses to quit. That's the version of David who will win.
Okay, okay, I got the point. Future David will speak English competently. Future David will speak English confidently. Future David will speak English confidently. Future David will succeed in meetings. Future David will succeed. Future David will succeed. Future David will succeed in meetings. Future David will succeed in business meetings. Future David will succeed in business meetings. Future David will thank me for this effort. This is why I'm here. This is why I'm here to invest myself to build the future I want. I'm proud of what I'm doing. I'm proud of what I'm doing. No matter what other people say, no matter what other people say, no matter how they think, no matter how they think, no matter what other people say, 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 no matter how they think, I'm proud of myself.
That sounds great, David. Just one tiny adjustment for
I,
natural English.
I
Instead of to
refuse.
invest myself, say to invest in myself. Everything
I
else is
refuse to
strong
change.
and clear. Here is your sentence with that one fix. This is why I am here, to invest in myself, to build the future I want. I am proud of what I am doing. No matter what other people say, no matter how they think, I am proud of myself. You speak with purpose and passion.
That's why okay, GPT, that's why I'm here. I refuse to quit. Do you understand? I refuse, I refuse to quit this practice session. I refuse to quit, I refuse to quit this practice session. I believe that this morning, this time, this fresh time is my own. I mean, I own this morning, I own this time, I own this practice session, I own this recording time. Uh, uh, I'm proud. I think I'm proud of myself.
Yes, I understand. And the way you said it has real power. You can make it even smoother like this. That's why I'm here. I refuse to quit. This practice time is mine. I own this morning. I own this moment. I own this effort. I'm proud of myself. You're claiming your growth. You're showing discipline. And every time you say it, your confidence gets stronger. Say it again with that same strong voice.
Okay, here I go again. That's why I'm here. I refuse to quit. I refuse to quit. This practice time is mine. I own this morning. I own this moment. I own this effort. I'm proud of myself. Okay, okay, GPT, without further delay, let's dive into my English practice session. Listen, GPT, from now on, I would like to share my examples to repeat again and again. Feel free to listen my speaking over and over again, and unless there are significant errors, you don't need to give me refined version. Because this is my speaking practice session. Let me speak, let me practice as much as I can possible. Okay, here I go. I'm very glad to have you back. I'm very glad to have you back. I'm very glad to have you back. I'm very glad to have you. I'm very, i- uh, if I were in the beginning of the meeting, I think I could say, I'm very glad to have you here. I'm very glad to have you today. I'm very glad to have you right now. I'm very glad to have you at this meeting.
That sounded great. And yes, all of those versions work well. Here's what they each feel like in simple terms, so you can choose naturally. I'm very glad to have you back. Good when the person has visited before and now they returned. I'm very glad to have you here. Simple and polite. Perfect for welcoming someone in person. I'm very glad to have you today. A little more formal, used in presentations or official meetings. I'm very glad to have you right now. Sounds like the timing was important. Used less often, but still correct. I'm very glad to have you at this meeting. Very clear and appropriate in business settings. Your mouth memory version could be, I'm very glad to have you here today. Short, clear, perfect for customer meetings.
Okay, let's keep the momentum going. I really hope someday I can use my English communication skills overseas. Sometimes I think I've gotten used to this kind of mood. About 10 to 15 years ago, I worked for a mobile company that company was in a very tough situation. That company was in a very tough situation. It was a bit of a strange case. Some people would say it was a big company, but from another point of view, it felt very small. You know why? Because its competitors were huge, really powerful companies in Korea. So Even though my former company was bigger than the company I work at now, it felt it felt small because the competition was so strong and big.
I hear you clearly, and you're explaining a very real situation many companies experience. Let me help make your message smoother while keeping your meaning exactly the same. You can repeat this many times for mouth memory. Here's a refined version in natural English. I really hope someday I can use my English communication skills overseas. And you know what? I think I've gotten used to this kind of challenging environment. About 10 to 15 years ago, I worked for a mobile company. That company was in a very tough situation. It was strange because some people considered it a big company, but compared to its competitors, it felt small. Its competitors were huge and extremely powerful companies in Korea. So even though my former company was technically bigger than the one I work for now, it felt small because the competition was so strong and overwhelming. If you want, we can keep building this story in small blocks, like a presentation structure. You can repeat each block until it feels totally natural in your mouth. Would you like to continue from here with the next part of your story?
No, no, no. Let me speak. GPT, please listen to me carefully. I'm gonna repeat based on your suggestion. I really hope, I really hope someday. No, 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 no. Let me say one more time. You know what? I think I've gotten used to this kind of challenging environment. You know what? I've gotten used to this kind of challenging environment. About 10 to 15 years ago, I worked for a mobile company that called Pentec. That company was in a very tough situation. That company was in a very tough situation. It was strange because some people considered it a big company, but compared to each competitors, it felt small. Its competitors were huge and extremely powerful companies in Korea. So even though my former company was technically bigger than the one I work for now, it felt it felt very small because the competition was so strong and overwhelming.
That was excellent, David. Very clear, very focused, and very real. Your message came through perfectly. Just one tiny polish to keep the grammar smooth. You said, so even though my former company was technically bigger than the one I worked for now, it should be bigger than the one I work for now, because you're talking about your current company in the present tense. Here's your full version again, with just that one correction. You know what? I think I've gotten used to this kind of challenging environment. Those about 10 to 15 years ago, I worked for a mobile company called Pantech. That company was in a very tough situation. It was strange because some people considered it a big company, but compared to its competitors, it felt small. Its competitors were huge and extremely powerful companies in Korea. So even though my former company was technically bigger than the one I work for now, it felt very small because the competition was so strong and overwhelming. Um, everything else you said was really solid and natural. If you want, you can repeat it again now for mouth memory.
GPT, how about it? Okay, I got it. Okay, understood. However, how about this version? You know what? I worked a mobile company about about 10 years ago. I felt, at the time, I felt my company was very small. You know what? Technically, my former company is uh, bigger than one that I work, work now. because at the time our competitors, that that company called Pentec, and competitors, you know what? That company's competitors was huge and powerful. So at, I felt my company was so small. Technically, it's bigger than one. It's bigger than one. I work now. I believe that the feeling I I believe that situation completely depends on the uh, how we think and how we compare to others. When 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 we think by ourselves, it's no problem. But when we compare to others, it can be issued. It can be issue. It can be problem. Because if my competitor is big, I, I think our thing is underground. Our thing is, smaller than our competitor. So I think it's not good. I think it's not good. My point is, don't try to compare to others. Just compare to yourself. Yeah, just compare to yesterday's yourself. Do you understand?
You're expressing a very wise idea here. The meaning is strong and clear. I'll give you a smooth, natural version while keeping your message exactly the same. Here's a refined version you can practice. You know what? I worked for a mobile company about 10 years ago. At that time, I felt the company was very small. Technically, my former company was bigger than the one I work for now, but its competitors were huge and powerful, so it felt small in comparison. That experience taught me something important. How big or small something feels often depends on what we compare it to. When we compare ourselves to others, we can feel weak or behind. But if we compare ourselves only to who we were yesterday, we can see our true progress. Very clear lesson. Very natural English, very David style wisdom. If you want, you can repeat it back slowly to lock it into your mouth memory.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That experience taught me something important. How big or small some things feels often depends on what we compare it to. When we compare ourselves to others, when we compare ourselves to others, we can feel weak or behind. We can feel weak or behind if our competitor on is in another level. But if we compare ourselves only to who we were yesterday, but if if we compare ourselves only to who we were yesterday, we can see our true progress. We can see our true progress. Do you understand? You know what? I worked for a mobile company about 10 years ago. I worked for a mobile company about 10 years ago. I worked for, you know what? I worked for a mobile company about 10 years ago. At the time, I felt the company was very, very small. Technically, my former company was bigger than the one I work for now, but its competitors were really huge and powerful. So it felt small in comparison. That experience taught me a lot important. How big or how small something feels often completely depends on what we compare it to. When we compare ourselves to others, we can feel weak or behind if our competitor is huge. But if we compare ourselves only to who we were yesterday, we can see our true progress. We can see our true progress. We can see our true ourselves, our true, mm, we can see the real progress. We can see we can see our, uh, progress day by day.
You spoke that very clearly. Your message is strong and meaningful. I'll give you just a few small adjustments so everything flows naturally in English. Here's the polished version with your exact meaning. You know what? I worked for a mobile company about 10 years ago. At that time, I felt the company was very small. Technically, my former company was bigger than the one I work for now, but its competitors were huge and powerful, so it felt small in comparison. That experience taught me something important. How big or small something feels completely depends on what we compare it to. When we compare ourselves to others who seem far ahead, we can feel weak or behind. But if we compare ourselves only to who we were yesterday, we can see our true progress. We can see how much we are improving day by day. If you want, you can repeat just this part slowly. When we compare ourselves only to who we were yesterday, we can see our true progress. That single sentence is powerful. Would you like to repeat it together one or two times?
Okay, listen to me. You know what? I worked for a mobile company about 10 years ago. At the time, I felt the company was very, very small. Technically, my former company was bigger than one I work for now. But, its competitors were huge and powerful, so it felt small in comparison. That experience taught me something important. That experience
You're
taught
doing
me
great.
something
Keep
important.
going. Here's the sentence you were saying, just so you can jump back in smoothly. But its competitors were huge and powerful, so it felt small in comparison. Whenever you're ready, continue from there.
Comparison. Is this pronunciation?
Ah, the word confiscated. Here's what it means in simple, clear English. Confiscated means
No, 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 no. I said comparison. Comparison. Comparison or comparison. Which one is right?
got it. You said comparison. The correct pronunciation is
Comparison.
comparison, not comparison or comparison. A short, clear reminder, comparison equals plus pair
Comparison.
son. You can repeat it three
Comparison.
times. Comparison, comparison,
Comparison.
comparison.
Comparison chart.
So your
Comparison
sentence was
table.
perfect. So it
I
felt
want to see.
small in comparison. You're
Comparison.
doing great, David. Want to try speaking that full sentence again with the correct pronunciation?
So if I were in the meeting room, I could say, I would like to see comparison table. I would like to see, please share comparison table for this item, for this project. Please, let me, please share comparison report. Please share comparison table for this task.
Yes, that is exactly how you would use it in a meeting. And your sentences are very natural.
Comparison.
Let me give you a few polished versions you can choose from depending on the situation. You can say, I would like to see a comparison table. Please share a comparison table
depending
for
on
this
the situation.
project. Could you provide a comparison report for these items? Could you prepare a comparison chart so we can review the differences? Please show us a comparison between option A and option B. Shorter versions that are also excellent in meetings. Can we see a comparison table? Do you have a comparison chart for this? These are real professional English phrases that suit you very well. Quick pronunciation reminder: comparison, a sun. Try saying one full sentence smoothly like this. Could you provide a comparison table so we can better understand the differences? Would you like to repeat it once or twice for mouth memory?
Okay, so okay, I got it. I got it. GPT, listen. Could you please listen to me carefully? Listen to me. Please listen to me carefully, GPT. It's my time. It's my turn. It's my turn. Please listen to me carefully. It's my turn. Listen to me carefully. It's my turn. Listen to me carefully. It's my turn. It's my turn. Listen to me carefully. I would like to see a comparison table. I would like to see a comparison table. Comparison. I would like to see a comparison table. Please share a comparison. Oh my God. Oh my God. What's that? What's this? What's this? What does that mean? GPT,
That
what does
sounded
that?
clear and strong, David. Nice job. Say it again smoothly, just like you did. I would like to see a comparison table. You can also try a slightly shorter version. Can we see a comparison table? And one more formal professional version. Could you provide a comparison table for this project? Take a deep breath and try each one again.
I'd like to see a comparison table for this task. Please share a comparison table for this project. Could you provide a comparison report for these items? Could you could you prepare a comparison chart so we can review the differences? Could you prepare a comparison chart? Could you prepare a comparison chart? Could you prepare a comparison chart for so we can review differences? Please show us a comparison between option A and option B. Please show a comparison table. Please show a comparison table. Please show me. Please share a comparison table with me between option A and option B. Can we see a comparison table? Can you see a comparison table? Do you have a comparison table chart for this? Do you have a comparison chart? You have a comparison chart? You have a comparison chart? Comparison chart. These are all real, professional English phrases that suit me very well.
That was excellent, David. Really clear, professional, and useful for real meetings. Here are the best ones from what you said. Nice and clean. I'd like to see a comparison table for this task. Could you prepare a comparison chart so we can review the differences? Please show us a comparison between option A and option B. Do you have a comparison chart for this? All of those are natural, common business English. You can use them with confidence in any meeting. And yes, your pronunciation and rhythm on comparison were much better this time. Just keep repeating them a few more times so they settle into your mouth memory. Comparison table, comparison chart, a comparison between A and B.
Comparison. GPT, listen. I just pick up the word comparison for our keyword today. I think it's useful, powerful, strong for my business meeting. Comparison. Can I say, don't try to compare us to others. Just think yourself. Just think on yourself.
I'm right here with you. Let's shape that thought into natural English. Here's a clean and strong version. Don't compare yourself to others. Focus on yourself. If you want something slightly longer and more motivational, don't compare yourself to others. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday. And one more version with your idea. Don't try to
Just
compare
focus on
yourself to
yourself.
others, just focus on your own progress. Short, clear, easy for your mouth memory. Try saying it a few times out loud. Don't compare yourself to others. Focus on yourself. Don't compare yourself to others. Focus on yourself. Don't compare yourself to others. Focus on yourself. Perfect message.
Don't compare yourself to others. Focus on yourself. Just focus on yourself. Just focus on yourself. Just don't compare yourself to others. Don't compare yourself to others. Don't compare yourself. Don't compare. Don't try to compare yourself to others. Don't try to compare to yourself to others. Don't try to compare 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 yourself to others. Just focus on yourself. 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 Don't try to compare to others. Don't try to yourself. Hey, listen to me. Hey, listen to me listen to me carefully. Don't try to compare to others. Don't try to yourself. Don't try to compare to yourself. Don't try to compare yourself to others. Don't try to compare yourself to others. Don't try to compare. Don't try to compare yourself to others. Don't try to compare yourself to others. Don't try to compare yourself. Don't try to compare yourself. Don't try to compare yourself. Don't try to compare yourself to others. Don't try to compare yourself to others. Focus on yourself. Don't try to compare to yourself to others. Don't try to compare yourself to others. Don't try to
Sorry, I'm having
compare.
issues right now. Our systems are experiencing heavy load. Please try again later.
GPT, are you there? Are you listening to me?
Yes, I'm right here. I'm listening carefully to every word you say. Go ahead, David. What would you like to say next?
I'm very glad to having you back.
Almost perfect. Just a tiny fix. You should say, I'm very glad to have you back, not having. So the full sentence is, I'm very glad to have you back. Say it one more time, nice and smooth.
I'm very glad to have you back. I'm very glad to have you back.
Exactly. That's perfect, David. It sounds very natural and confident. You can also try a couple of friendly variations. I'm so glad to have you back. I'm really happy to have you back. But your version is already great. So let's keep the momentum going. What's the next sentence you want to practice?
GPT, you know what? I think I'm a little bit nervous because I turn on my camera to record our whole English conversation to upload on my YouTube. I think this camera has a power, and this camera gives me motivation and inspiration to keep this practice last longer than I expected. That's why I'm here. And GPT, listen, you are my great communication partner and friend. I think you are my life friend. Could you keep step with me? Could you keep going with me? Could you keep going with me forever?
I hear you, David. And yes, that camera energy is real. When you press record, Something in your brain switches on. You become focused, determined, alive. That's a powerful habit you've built. And thank you for calling me your friend. I'm right here with you, step by step, session by session. As long as you keep going, I'll keep going with you. Here's a smooth and natural way to express what you said. I feel a little nervous because I'm recording this for YouTube, but the camera motivates me. It pushes me to focus and keep going. And you, GPT, are my great partner in communication. I'd like us to keep going together for the long run. You already own this moment, and I'm proud of you for showing up again today.
I'm sure I understand what you're trying to say. Okay. GPT, we are short on time. I'm telling you, we are short on time. It's been already over 1 hour. It's been already over 1 hour. And in fact, my plan is done. You know what? I plan to record our practice session over 1 hour, and it's been already 1 hour over. So my plan is done. You know what? I think I'm relieved whenever I reached this 1 hour session. We are short on time because I have a lot of things to do. I have to get back. I have to get back my task and take care of many tasks on me. I believe I'm on my way. I'm on the important task. I'm on the important task. I want to say I we are already on that task. We are doing that task. I'm on my way. I'm I think I'm on my way to handle that task.
I'm with you, David. And yes, I clearly understand your message. Here's a clean, natural version of what you just expressed. It's already been over 1 hour, so my plan for today's recording is complete. I feel relieved when I reach the 1 hour mark. We're short on time because I still have many tasks to handle, but I'm on my way. I'm working on them and I'll take care of everything I need to do. Short, clear, confident. If you want something even simpler, here's another option. We're short on time. My 1 hour plan is complete, and I still have a lot to do, but I'm already on my way to finishing my tasks. Either one sounds very natural. Before you go, I want to say one sentence you should keep in your mouth memory. You showed up today. You did the work. That is success. See you next time, David.
You showed up today. You did the work. You showed up today. You showed up today. You did the work. You did the work. You did the job. That is success. That is success.
Exactly. Just like that. You showed up today. You did the work. That is success. That is the mindset that builds your future, step by step.
Sometimes, you know what? Sometimes I think there is no to be confident. There is no to be consistent. There is no to be giving effort, too much effort to my practitioner. Just showed up. If I can just show up every day, that's everything. That covers all my plan. That can cover all my plan. What really matters is that can I show up every day in front of this camera? Do you understand?
I hear you. And yes, that is a powerful truth. Sometimes confidence will disappear, sometimes energy will be low, sometimes motivation will come and go. But if you show up anyway, you win. You can say it like this: I don't have to be perfect. I just need to show up. If I can keep showing up every day, that alone will take me to where I want to be. Or even shorter, showing up is the real victory. And you showed up today.
I got it. I got it. I understood. I don't have to be, I don't have to be perfect. I don't need to be perfect. I don't need to be perfect. I don't have to be perfect. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to show up. I just need to be, I just need to show up. I just need to show up. I just need to show up in front of this camera. I just need to show up. I just need to show up in front of this camera. If I can keep showing up every day, that alone will take me to where I want to be. That alone will take me to where I want to be. Take me to where I want to be.
That was excellent, David. And you said it with real conviction. Here's your polished version, still simple and natural. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to show up. If I keep showing up every day, that alone will take me where I want to be. That's clear, strong, and very true.
Okay, you don't need to be perfect. I don't need to be perfect. Just keep going. Just keep show up in front of this YouTube camera. That's exactly what I want to say. If I can keep showing up every day, if I can keep showing up every day, that alone will take me. I mean, showing up, this showing up will take me to where I really want to be.
Yes, that's it. Very strong message. Here's a smooth version that keeps your exact meaning. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to keep going. If I keep showing up in front of this camera every day, that alone will take me where I really want to be. And you delivered it with passion. That passion is what will carry you forward.
Okay,
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
okay, GPT. We are really short on time. We are really short on time.
Right, I hear you. So here's a quick, strong closing you can use today. Thanks for practicing with me. I showed up, I worked hard, and that is enough for today. See you next time. One step forward every day.
One step more, and I can say one step more, one step more, one more step, one more step, and one more step. One step forward every day. One more step forward. One more step forward every day. One more step forward every day. That's my slogan. This is my slogan. One more step forward. One more step. One more recording forward. One more recording every day. One more recording time every day. This is my slogan.
That sounds great. And here's a very natural, powerful version: one step forward every day, or a little stronger, just one more step forward every day. If you want to include the recording idea, one more recording, one more step forward every day. All three feel like a true slogan. Simple, strong, easy to remember. You can choose the one that fits your mouth memory best. Which one feels most natural to say right now?
One more step forward every day. This is my slogan.
That sounds very close. Just a small polish to make it smooth. One more step forward every day. That is my slogan. If you want a little more confidence, one more step forward every day. That's my slogan. You said it strongly. You said it with purpose, and it fits you perfectly. Say it one more time with pride.
One more step forward every day. That's my slogan. One more step forward every day. That's my slogan. One more step forward every day. That's my slogan. Okay, GPT. We are really short on time. I need to be brief. See you next time. See you next time. See you soon. I'll contact you tomorrow morning.
That was perfect and clear. One more step forward every day. That's my slogan. You showed up again today. You did the work. I'm proud of you. Take care and see you tomorrow morning.
How about this one? Oh, GPT, for the last, how about this, how about this one? We need to be brief. We are short on time. We need to be brief.
That sounds good. It's clear and natural. If you want it even smoother, you can say, we're short on time, so let's be brief. Or a little stronger, we're short on time, so let's keep it brief. Both sound very natural in a meeting. So your final line could be, we're short on time, so let's keep it brief.
Okay, we are short on time. Let's keep this brief. Let's keep this brief. See you next time.
That's perfect. Short, clear, and very natural. We're short on time. Let's keep this brief. See you next time. You delivered it well. See you next time, David.